4th of July, 2nd and Chestnut. Chef Guillermo Veloso, today on Let's Cook. Hi, welcome to Let's Cook, where we are celebrating 4th of July. Happy 4th of July. And to celebrate 4th of July, we're here at 2nd and Chestnut in Old City, Philadelphia. And there are so many great restaurants in this area in Old City that I'm actually with a good friend of mine from Cuba Libre, Guillermo Veloso, who's the executive chef there. Happy 4th of July and welcome to Let's Cook. So, Guillermo, for your restaurant, Cuba Libre, you have the Nuevo Latino cuisine. It's really unique and wonderful.
Right.
And you came up with a really nice menu today. Would you mind going over the menu?
Yeah, it's kind of our 4th of July menu, nice and tropical themes. We're going to start off with I think, our famous guava barbecued ribs.
They're out of this world. I've had them. They're out of this world.
They're amazing. Then we're going to move on to a beautiful hearts of palm salad using fresh hearts of palm, watercress, and avocado. And then to finish off, we're going to grill off a beautiful whole Florida pompano.
Whole Florida pompano. Yeah. Okay, this sounds great. We're going to take a little break, and then when we come back, we're going to show you exactly how to make these mouthwater, delicious, falling off the bone, succulent guava ribs. We'll be right back. Hi, welcome back to Let's Cook and happy 4th of July. I'm here with Guillermo Veloso from Cuba Libre. Now, Guillermo, your restaurant, Cuba Libre, and it's at 10 South 2nd Street here in Old City, Philadelphia. It's absolutely gorgeous.
It's a slice of Cuba. It's amazing.
It's a slice of Cuba. I mean, you really feel like you're going back in time between the decor and the fans and the 2 levels. Excellent. And the open ceiling there. I absolutely love it. Plus the food.
Yeah.
Out of this world.
I think so.
So,
well, let's get started.
Okay, you want to get started here? Okay,
sure.
Let's talk about the ribs that you use first for these guava ribs.
The ribs we use is what we call a St. Louis cut or a spare rib. It's a pork rib. We like the meatier. It's got a little bit more fat to it, so it's got a lot more moisture. What we do is we marinate it with some barbecue sauce, some Worcestershire sauce, and hot sauce as well. And then we'll mix this up with water, let them sit in that overnight, and then we'll use the same liquid to cook them. And we'll cook them for about 4 hours at very low heat till they're almost falling off the bone.
Now, do you do this in the oven or on the stovetop?
We do it in the oven. You could do it on the stovetop if need be. You just have to watch the heat a little bit, make sure it's well covered. But we do it in the oven at about 325 degrees, and again, about 4 hours for the amount of
and the bone, it should shrink up the bone about a ½ an inch.
Exactly, and then we let it cool, and then we cut them.
And you let it cool in the liquid?
Right.
Okay, so it just kind of tightens up a little bit?
Right.
Now, if somebody wanted to do this for 4th of July and they wanted to, let's say, do it on the grill because they're in the backyard, you don't necessarily want to put your oven on, how would you suggest doing this on a grill?
You get yourself a Dutch oven or a nice roasting pan, put your liquid in, put your ribs in, cover it up with foil, put it on high heat to start, and then put it somewhere where it's a little lower so it could just lightly simmer, barely simmer, almost like a poach.
And you don't have to baste this or anything else?
No, we let them cook all the way through, and it gets all the beauty of this one with the marinade. It gets all the flavor before you even put the sauce on it, and then the sauce is just the finishing touches.
And I'll tell you, I've had these ribs. They're out of this world. Okay, now once they're cooled down, now why don't we show them how to grill them up then?
Sure, we're gonna just throw them on. I like to throw them on the hot part first. And then we're going to put them on the slower part. And we don't really baste them up until they're nicely cooked through and start to brown off. And the barbecue sauce that we use a guava paste that we've thinned out with water. We add our barbecue sauce to that and some hot sauce. And the guava paste just gives it an amazing caramelization, and they really, really stick to the ribs. And once they've gotten cooked a little bit, that's when you want to start, basting them, and again, that's going to start caramelizing, and you're going to get a little texture, a little flavor, that sweetness, a little bit of burnt, everything that is great about barbecued ribs.
Well, you need you definitely need the caramelization now.
Yeah.
But you could actually, if you were to use this recipe, which is so simple because you have the barbecue sauce, you have the hot sauce, and then you have the water and the Worcestershire sauce. I don't know how you say it. Lean parent sauce.
You got it.
and you use the lean parent. You could actually probably use this for anything, duck.
Sure.
Chicken,
I would recommend it highly.
What about
duck.
lamb?
I would definitely lamb, duck, chicken. You like it? It's a little bit on the stronger side, and a little bit of cloying with the guava, but definitely with duck. Lamb sounds like a great idea. Venison, you know, nice flavorful meats like that.
Okay. Ready to plate it up?
Absolutely.
Here, we can put it down right over here to plate it up.
Do a nice little kind of a garnish there.
Do a little. Oh no! I love them. Hold it. No, we got to show them the paintbrush on the plate again because this. You know, when you go to do this, we'll put the plate down here and we'll just show them. Here, put that one here. Right. And we'll just bring the paintbrush up. Because this just kind of brings the whole thing to like bink, a bow, and a bye. Yeah. You're perfect.
Oh, Japanese calligraphy there.
Out of this world.
All right.
Okay, so you're just going to stack these up?
Right, we'll stack them up.
What do you want to garnish
you
this
see
with?
them, they're coming right off the bone.
Oh. Actually, I can't wait to try one of these.
Oh, look at that. That's the good part, and that's the bad part, because it'll start coming off. But they're tender. They're just an amazing flavor.
Actually, I ate at your restaurant last night, and I've never go to Cuba Libre and not have these the guava ribs. Okay, here's a little watercress for garnish if you want to do that. We're going to take a little break, finishing up garnishing the guava ribs here. And then when we come back, what's the salad we're making, Gil?
We're going to do a fresh Costa Rican hearts of palm. It's a coconut date vinaigrette with watercress, avocado, olives, and peppers. Really nice, very tropical.
Don't go anywhere. I'm here with Guillermo Veloso from Cuba Libre. It's 4th of July at 2nd and Chestnut. We'll be right back. Hi, welcome back to Let's Cook. I'm here with Chef Guillermo Veloso from Cuba Libre at 2nd and Chestnut in Old City, Philadelphia for 4th of July. Guillermo, what's next on the menu? The salad?
Yeah, we're going to do a beautiful hearts of palm salad. Okay. It's actually a tribute to the palm tree. We'll be using dates, coconut milk, mustard, a little bit of lime juice, some champagne vinegar, and olive oil to make a nice dressing.
To make the dressing? Okay, well, while you're doing that, what do you need me to do?
If we could get some hearts of palms cut up, seasoned, and some avocados cut up there.
And you know what? I'll show them. I already have these cut here, but you can see this heart of palm here.
Exactly.
And this is right from the
the center of the sable palm.
Of the sable palm. And if you get these in a can, you really need to rinse them off.
You got to rinse them off. I mean, you don't necessarily have to rinse them off, but the flavor's in there, so you know you really need to kind of add some other flavoring to it. Otherwise, it's just kind of briny. It's supposed to nice fresh hearts of palm, but these we have to cook off.
These you get in where they're fresh and you have to cook them off.
Exactly.
And how long do you normally have to cook them?
I cook about 15 minutes. Either steam them off. You can simmer them off if you have to. Sometimes they have a tough outer skin, so you need to peel that off.
Well, it's very good.
It's incredible.
It's
incredible.
It has great texture to it too. Okay, so I have these cut in half, and then I'm going to take a pepper. You want a little bit of pepper curl here?
Sure.
So I'll show them, and you can tell them what you're doing while I do the pepper curl here too.
I'm taking the dates, mustard, lime juice, and champagne, and I'm blending down the dates. It's going to release a lot of the sugar, and that's going to help the dressing emulsify a little bit as well.
Now dates are really healthy for you too.
I'm sure they are. For me, they just taste good.
Huh?
For me, they just taste good. Yeah.
Now that's an immersion blender that we're using, right?
Yeah.
That's a commercial one, but you can have a regular one.
Yeah, you can do it with a regular blender.
Okay.
And then we're going to add the olive oil last. We're not going to emulsify it like a regular vinaigrette. We're just going to get it all blended together.
Well, now the dates actually will help emulsify that a little bit too, I think.
They're adding some sugar to it.
All right, I'm going to put
mustard as well.
All right, now I'm going to put these in here so that we can go ahead and toss them in the dressing.
Yeah, the dressing is rather quick to make.
Here.
So we'll
just spoonful you right there.
All right.
Okay.
We're going to add a little bit of dressing to the hearts of palm.
Just a little bit.
You see it's got a nice creamy texture, and the dates are all blended inside there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Right.
Great. Now you want me to start? I get to make the log cabin?
You get to make the log cabin.
Okay. I get to make. Here, I'm going to give you back your bowl. I'll use this one here, and you make the log cabin, and you can start the salad. We can show them all the ingredients that go in there.
We're adding some fresh watercress. some Kalamata or any kind of black olives, pitted, some sliced dates, and an avocado that we have to.
Oh, I forgot to dice the avocado.
We'll do that real quick.
I'll get that. Here.
Okay.
I'll get you your avocado done.
All right. And we'll season up the...
Yeah, you can season it.
Okay.
And I'll get your avocado done.
We'll add a little bit of the dressing while you're doing that.
Okay. Here, I'll put that over here.
Okay.
Take the avocado right here.
The plate, we'll put a little bit of black pepper around the rims there. It'll help the color a little bit.
Now, this is a really nice salad for 4th of July because
it really is.
You don't have to, there's no dairy in it really to speak of. Okay.
And that's plenty.
That's
and the
good.
avocado and the coconut and the coconut milk and the dates, and that sweetness help mellow out the bitterness of the watercress.
Yeah, this is like a log cabin. This is like the Lincoln log, so to speak, only using hearts of palm.
And then we'll just pop
just
them
build
right
that up in there. Okay.
And we'll add some pepper curls just for some
Just
color.
some effect right around the edge there. This is a beautiful salad.
It is a nice salad. It's a gorgeous salad.
A few pepper curls right around the side there like that.
All right, and then we'll drizzle a little dressing around it.
Beautiful.
And that's the finishing touch.
Guillermo, this looks terrific.
It's
Out of this
salad.
world. Okay. We're going to take a little break, and then when we come back, next...
We're going to do a beautiful whole grilled Florida pompano with passion fruit mojo.
And on coconut rice, stir-fried
Coconut rice as well.
Okay, great. Don't go anywhere. We're at 2nd and Chestnut celebrating 4th of July. We'll be right back. Hi, welcome back to Let's Cook. I'm here with Guillermo Veloso from Cuba Libre. We're at 2nd and Chestnut. We're celebrating 4th of July here in Old City, Philadelphia. Now, the next thing that we're doing, we have this beautiful pompano right here, right?
Yeah, there's nothing like grilled fish in the summer or any time of the year for me.
Beautiful whole fish.
It's a beautiful whole fish. It's a great flavor. This is coming from Florida, either coast.
Either coast? Now,
Yeah.
well, what did you do to get this prepared to grill?
We put a little slit in it. That's going to help get the heat into that. And it's also going to help you see the doneness on the fish. It's kind of a way to cheat once it's getting cooked. We've taken out the gills and cleaned it off. And sometimes I don't mind leaving the fins on, but we're going to season this.
Now, what about the skin?
We leave the skin right on. It's going to get nice and crispy. That's just part of the whole allure of doing whole fish. So, and it helps maintain all that moisture in it. We'll give it a nice seasoning.
A lot of salt and pepper on there because it's going to have trouble getting through the skin anyway.
Exactly. It's just going to kind of melt in there. Now, what we like to do is get the grill nice and hot, and to help not stick and lose the skin, we're going to use some veg spray, Vegeline Pam, and we really coat it up.
Wow.
I mean, this is a little hotel trick, a little restaurant trick that works great.
What did we ever do before veggie spray?
We used
a lot of butter.
oil.
A lot of butter.
A lot of butter, a lot of oil, and what you got was a lot of flame ups and a good chance that your food was going to taste burnt. So this helps a lot, and it takes away from that. I'll also use a little bit to spray. You got to be careful.
Grill? Spray right on the grill?
Yeah, you want to be careful.
Grill, right?
Yeah, that'll be it. It's just a quick way to do it. We'll put it on a very hot spot. I like to give it a bit of an angle that helps.
A little crisscross action in.
Exactly. We're going to let it cook on the hot part till it gets nicely brown. We're going to flip it, and we're going to kind of move it off to the slow part of the grill.
We'll just let it go nice and slow.
Right.
Okay. Now, what's going with this?
Now, this is a great mojo. I've been running this in a restaurant a lot, and it's just fantastic. We're going to use passion fruit, which...
Well, we need to explain what mojo is.
Sure,
because a lot
absolutely.
of people might not know.
Mojo is our basic Latin sauce, or mother sauce, if you will, and Cuban cuisine, Latin cuisine, Puerto Rican, whatever. Mojo is our sauce. It's generally made with citrus juices and oils. It's very similar to a vinaigrette, but we're using citrus juice instead of vinegar. Okay. Actually, in this case, we'll use a little vinegar.
Use a little vinegar.
Right. So we're going to start off. We're going to need some red peppers, diced nice and fine,
red pepper.
and some diced red onions. It's a very simple very simple dressing. Actually, if you can pass the vinegar for
I'll
me.
give you the vinegar.
We're going to put a little bit of champagne vinegar.
Now you can use. This is a mother sauce, or it's a
Right, the basic sauce is some garlic, some lime juice, and some oil, maybe some onions, maybe some cilantro. To that, we start making changes. So in this case, rather than a lot of lime juice, I'm using a lot of passion fruit juice.
I see.
And to me, nothing really exemplifies the flavors of the tropics quite as much as passion fruit. Mangoes and passion fruit, but the passion fruit has such a fragrance.
Well, actually, we have to show them that passion
Sure.
fruit because that's absolutely gorgeous. A lot of people
I'm adding
might be
some of the
afraid
juice that you can find in a lot of the stores nowadays, but we're also going to add some fresh passion fruit. And if you've never seen it, the actual fruit whole is like this.
It looks like that. We're going to,
Yeah.
so they can get a shot on that.
And you actually want to find it. It's
Okay.
very smooth when it's underripe, and then it starts getting a little wrinkly and dimpled, and that's when you know it's fully ripe.
And it's very lightweight too. It doesn't
Right.
weigh a lot.
And then we have this pulp on the inside. I'll use a spoon with the seeds, which are edible, and I think add a nice color to the actual dressing.
And this, you know, I find that passion fruit, when it's actually cooked, is not nearly as
tart.
Yes.
It does have a lot of tartness, but again, it's just a wonderful flavor. And what we'll do to balance off that tartness is we're going to add some brown sugar to this. It's dark brown sugar.
What about molasses?
Molasses will give it a little bit too much darkness, and I think the sweetness will be a little bit too much, and brown sugar is just right for this. We'll season that up, a little bit of pepper. Very simple seasoning, salt. And we'll start adding our diced vegetables, but I'll start mixing this.
There's no herbs in this.
No herbs in this one. You may want to add chives or something like that, more for color than flavor. But it's a very, very simple mojo. And we'll add some extra virgin olive oil to this.
He's fine enough? This good?
That's perfect.
There you go.
And then add it to it.
In case you're just joining the show, we're celebrating 4th of July today on Let's Cook. I'm here with Guillermo Veloso from Cuba Libre, and we're grilling a whole pompano, and we're, of course, here in Old City, Philadelphia. Second and Chestnut, because there are so many great restaurants in this area, in this Old City, Philadelphia, out of this world. So
It's beautiful.
let's
Great
show them the
place to
fish
eat.
down.
And you'll see we have like no sticking.
Gorgeous. Now, what about, sometimes if I'm doing a whole fish like this, I might even flour it sometimes and shake off all that excess flour to do that.
Sure, you could.
To get a little bit of more crunch on the skin.
Yep, you could do that. You could do that, and again, spray it so it doesn't stick too much. And then you see it gets color. We're just going to let it go, cook nice and slow.
Real slow?
Real slow.
I'm going to taste the mojo here.
That was great. The brown sugar takes a little bit of that edge off the tartness of the passion fruit.
That's really, that's out of this
And yet
world.
it still has that citrus flavor that's going to be great for the fish.
Okay, we've got about 2.5 minutes left to show, so we can start to kind of give them an idea on how you might want to plate this too. No rush, though.
Okay. We have beautiful coconut rice.
Okay, coconut rice. Now, explain how we made the coconut rice. We can put it on the plate here and we can actually, is it hot enough then?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
We've cooked the rice with a little bit of stock, some shallots, a little bit of garlic, coconut milk, and some butter.
That's
Cook
it.
the rice up in it, a little bit of peas, very simple.
And it's going to go really good with the pompano as well.
Exactly. You have the the mellowness of the rice. It's kind of nutty. Pompano's got a beautiful flavor, and again, the citrus and the sweetness of the mojo is fantastic. And we'll garnish it with some nice.
What do you need?
Find some
one
nice, one that's still there.
Oh.
And we'll use that for garnish.
Do you make this at Cuba Libre? Do you
we do
run
these,
it as a special?
Yeah, whole fish is something that I like to run as a special. We buy enough to run out every night. It's great. We'll go anywhere. We'll use a pompano today, but if locally we might use whole fluke, whole snapper, whole black bass, whatever you like.
Anything that's right around a pound and a half.
And if whole fish is not something you want to do, then we can go with grilled fillets or swordfish or something like that.
Great. Okay.
Should we?
You ready? You want to plate it up now?
Sure.
Okay, great. Wow, this looks absolutely fantastic.
And we'll give it a little bit of
an angle there.
A little bit of angle gives it a little bit of height.
Okay.
That's what our chefs like to do these days.
Now the mojo is just going to totally penetrate the skin there.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So in this case, the crispness of the skin is not going to be.
Okay.
We're just getting that in there, and it's sitting right.
Gil, out of this world. I'm here with Guillermo Veloso from Cuba Libre. We just finished doing a great meal for 4th of July here at 2nd and Chestnut in Philadelphia. Guillermo, thank you so much. That looks out of this world. I also need to thank Walter Stabe from City Tavern because actually we're on his back porch down here at 2nd and Chestnut. I want to thank you for watching Let's Cook today. I want to wish you a great 4th of July. Thanks again for watching. Have a happy holiday. We'll see you later. Gil, out of this world. Thank you.